Hello, people on the internet watching YouTube videos. Welcome to what I'm doing. Today in Sarah's house of classic Toyotas, I'm getting back to work on my 1982 Toyota Celica Supra that I am doing a build on to give to one of you. If you're curious as to how that car could become one of yours, the link is in the video description below, where you can enter your chance to win. Haven't used this thing in a while, my homemade vapor honing booth. I can't see anything at all. There. I think that's good. I really can't tell. So this is just actually baking soda and water. I don't have any glass bead. I ran out. And just to clean it up so I can paint it, that does a pretty good job. Let's get a good before and after of the transmission crossmember. You can see it's got a lot of black paint still on there. I really have no idea what I'm doing because I can't see for shit. And I only have two hands, so I don't have a hand to hold a squeegee and wipe while I work. The other issue is there's lots of, wow, my whole shop is filling up with vapor. That is insane. I don't know if the camera can capture it, but there's like a haze in here. My hand knows where my hand is because my hand knows where my hand isn't. I could invest in a professional cabinet, but I'll just die from harmful vapors before I do that. All right, where is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, good job, air compressor. Well, that's not a good sign. I literally saw it go. Yeah, I would say not bad. That did a pretty damn good job. Clean it up real quick before I put some paint on it. Oh, good. That works well. Ow, that hit me in the lip. It literally just like flew and stuck right into my upper lip. A little bit of wax and grease remover. These things a bath. The instructions say to do 2 thin coats and then 1 heavy coat 10 minutes apart. So I did exactly just that. And looks like new. I'll never hear the end of it if I don't do the rear diff and the drive shafts. These parts didn't come from this car. This car was clean. The one they came off of wasn't as clean. Well, this thing's not light. I don't even know if I can pick this up. This thing weighs more than a baby. I don't know why they call these things a pumpkin, because it looks a lot more like a turkey than it does a pumpkin. Turkey is skinned. Luckily, the automatic transmission diff that came out of my car has really nice hardware. I'm gonna use a little ultrasonic cleaner that's full of really nasty green water. MA61 diff. Ow, hot. That actually looks not too bad. I mean, the zinc is at least clean. See what I'll do with this thing. Done. Look, fresh coat of chassis paint makes a world of difference. Welcome to the following day. Lift with your butt, not with your gut. This right here is what I was missing in the last video and why I couldn't put the transmission in. I needed this little sleeve that the throw out bearing goes on. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe a small moon.
Buenos dias.
A food cake has arrived with gloves. All right, I'm gonna try this. This is super not ideal. I think it's working. A socket. Pressing with like no pressure whatsoever. This is kind of sketchy using a silver socket. Aha! So fun fact I discovered about this thing, if you hit the off button, it turns the timer off, not the heating element. So if you don't want to burn your house down, make sure you turn off the heating part. That actually did a pretty phenomenal job. I'm impressed. Yeah, there we go. I hate sliding these forks onto these balls. That sounded weird. This is a roll of tape. I have an idea I've never actually tried before, and I want to try this. Getting these upper bolts in when the transmission's in the car is kind of a pain sometimes. This could backfire because I don't know if these are gonna catch on the firewall. So I'm gonna try just sticking them in and holding it in place with tape. That way when the transmission's up and it's home, I can quickly get it lined up.
Whoa, what?
I'll get the heavy side. Let me do all the work.
You didn't even agree on it.
Oh jeez! Good thing this thing's not that heavy. We got it high enough that it kind of can't go anywhere. It was at this point where I started to realize something was not quite going right. Grab the little drive shaft stub, maybe we can turn the... Or in other words, the circle peg was not fitting into the square hole. It feels like it wants to go.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I guess that's it. So I need to put this thing in gear, or at least try to. Does it feel any different?
Yeah.
It does?
Feels a little heavier.
Put down. I literally can't even turn it. Perfect timing. It's like so close to wanting to go in.
The input shaft look the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Angel and I aren't weak or dumb. We realized something really unfortunate.
So when I bought the two W58s from the same guy, I ordered one for this car and one for the Celica. I just assumed they were from a US Mark III, but they're from a JDM Mark III, which has a 1J, not a 7M.
So when we were trying to fight to get the transmission on further, we couldn't because the splines were lined up and it was all the way on. It's just there's about that big of a difference in the length of the bell housing between a 1J and a 5, 6, 7M.
And the bolt pattern's totally different. Like
Yeah.
where the starter mounts and everything, like it's not gonna work.
Angel muscle cake over here.
What, I look buff or what?
He went to the gym once and he's like, I'm swole.
I did. I went this morning for the first time in probably like half a year.
5 hours later, this is luck right here. Hopefully this is it. It even came with a clutch fork. How unobtainium is that?
Love.
Hell yeah, that fits.
I give her the old laser eyeball. It looks like it's the exact same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. They're totally different. No wonder.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder Angela. At first, I was like, man, we're just weak or dumb or something. No wonder. As the following day, let's try this one more time. Hopefully, got all the right parts. Good luck using a torque wrench with this many extensions. This is gonna like probably 10 less pound-feet with all this rotational twist. When I started doing this, in my mind, I thought this would be super quick and easy to just swap from automatic to manual because it's an old car. But it's not. It's a lot like a modern vehicle where there's tiny little differences in the manufacturing of the vehicles that make the two models just slightly different than one another. Like for example, the hole up here where the shifter goes through, this piece of sheet metal in the body of the car is different on an automatic than it is a manual. The hole is slightly larger for a manual transmission car. Angel, I pay you to just sit here and look pretty.
What a job that is.
All right, diff. So that goes right there. This is gonna be such a huge improvement because this has a 4.3 final drive ratio.
What the fuck fuck was that?
Holy crap! That was insane, whatever just exploded. I mean, we're pretty close to Davis Mothin, so it's the only thing, maybe like ammo was doing something with an ordnance that was big enough to leave a shock wave that went through our building. Torque wrench, sir.
One of my legs is gonna be so buff.
Just like one of your arms.
Yeah.
Ouch, you ate my hands on top. Look at that. Carrier bearing on that drive shaft. Mint. I almost forgot about this little heat shield that goes over the carrier bearing so you don't melt it. I don't think it would actually melt. Crow's feet have their place. At the foot of a crow. It's a 13, sir.
Oh, you're in luck because there is no 12.
How does this kit not have a 12? That is the stupidest thing ever. Good thing my hands are calibrated instruments. It's like when a cop pulls you over and doesn't use a radar gun because their eyes are calibrated. That's how my hands are. Within 10% accuracy. So at 16 pound-feet, that's 1.6 pound-feet. Bigger side out. I know someone's gonna make a comment about me not cleaning these axles first, but keep in mind, I'm dry ice blasting the car still. I greatly underestimated the gravity of this situation. I shouldn't say that while I'm down jacking a car. Well, this thing rolls easy at least. Yeah. I need a larger shop. I need a larger shop.
We're good.
This is a lot. OEM Clutch Master cylinder off of another MA61. This is not just a wham bam, throw it in there. This is a full day's worth of work still, at least. I gotta do the pedals. So you don't get no trash down inside the transmission. You know I'm falling behind when I have 4 days in one video, but I couldn't leave you on a cliffhanger with this part. I'm gonna hit it up with a mini flapper disc so there's no sharp edges. Good. A little bit of paint just so it doesn't rust. There. Just like it came from the factory-ish. I even rounded the corners so it kind of follows the same shape as the bottom. I also gave it extra clearance around the sides to account for any play or movement in the drivetrain. That way there's no rattles or vibrations. You can see the spot welds right here from the factory. This plate would be different on a manual car. It would have a different shape hole. So this is the plate that would sit above there with the automatic shifter. And what I don't have is this rubber boot that goes underneath the actual shift boot under this plastic trim. What I do have though is a brand new, old stock, genuine Toyota shift boot for it. You didn't actually think I was gonna reassemble the center console with all this dirty carpet, did you? Unfortunately, this thing's doing the same thing my Quattro did. You can see the carpet super faded over here. It's almost like greenish, where it's nice and black in the center. And I think I have a fix for this that I'll do in another video. So how hard's the pedal box area? Oh my God. I gotta take the whole dash out, I think, to do these pedals. Unless this lower portion comes off. I'm not gonna just stick the camera underneath there, it's dirty. Probably because it's had floor mats in it its whole life, but it's only faded like right here on the sides and the side of the transmission tunnel. But yeah, as I was saying, to put the clutch pedal in, that's gonna suck. Fantastic 4 bolts. I love these old school Toyota bolts. They have a little 4 logo. Some of them have 6s and other numbers, but most of them are the Fantastic 4. I think that's it. This is an involved interior. This does not just come apart easily. Whoa, there's a sticker that tells you how to assemble it while you're disassembling it. That's neat. I just reached the point of no return. If I do not get this video edited and uploaded right now, I won't get it out on time for you guys. So with that said, you know what I'm gonna be doing next. I gotta finish up the last bits of this manual swap and then hopefully be able to start up the car with no exhaust and drive it. As far as this thing goes, after the next Supra video, I will get back to work on this because I want to get the flares painted, put on, and there's a lot of fabrication that has to take place to stiffen things up for the rear axle. And also, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to enter to win the Celica Supra, down in the video description below is the link where you can go for your chance to enter to win it. The giveaway is 90 days, so I don't know, it's been a few weeks. So, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!